Hola, buenas tardes. Today we're going to be talking about the vocab that we just introduced today. This is over chapter 6A. This is the vocab for in our room, and I'm just going to go ahead and apologize. I have a snuggly kitty, but his face is cuter than mine, so I'm sure you guys won't mind. All right, so we have a few cognates in this chapter. We also get our colors. So first off, we have la alfombra. That's a rug. El armario. This is a closet. If you think about like an armoire, if you've ever heard that word, that's a big place where you keep your clothes. A closet is a big thing where you keep your clothes. La cama, that's the bed. La cómoda, that is a dresser. And be careful when you're pronouncing this. Make sure you put that stress on the first O because we do have a written stress mark here. So it's la cómoda and not la comoda. Okay? So just be careful of your pronunciation. Las cortinas, curtains. El cuadro, this is a painting. When you're talking about shapes and stuff like that, el cuadro is a square. El despertador is an alarm clock. The verb despertar is to wake up, or despertarse is to wake up. So then despertador, it's the thing that does the act of despertar. Okay, so it's the waker upper. El dormitorio, this is a cognate. It looks like dormitory. A dormitory is a bedroom. El espejo is a mirror. El estante is a shelf or a bookshelf. La lámpara, this is a lamp. So that's a cognate. And again, be careful because we have our written stress mark here. So we want to pronounce it la lámpara and really put that stress on the first A and not put it where it would naturally fall in the second A. La lámpara. That's not right since we have that written stress mark. La lámpara. La mesita, that is a night table. So that looks like la mesa. La mesa is a table. Whenever we add this ita or ito ending, it just makes it little. So like a gato would be a cat, a gatito would be a kitten once I add it on there. So like la mesa is a table, la mesita is a small table. Okay. La pared is the wall. El disco compacto is a compact disc or a CD. Next up, we have el equipo de sonido. That is a stereo system or a sound system. El lector DVD, that is a DVD player. And make sure that you're pronouncing your DVD with the names of your Spanish letters and not English letters. So this is a day, that's a day, that's a day. Okay? DVD, no. Lector DVD. El televisor, this is a television set. This is not like I'm going to watch TV. This is the actual physical thing that like you hang on the wall or put on your TV stand. El video is a video. De qué color? It's what color? And then you would follow that with ser or a form of ser because we're asking for a description, right? And then we have los colores, which are the colors. So cognate. Amarillo, yellow. All of our colors need to match in number. Some of them need to match in gender. If it ends in an O, it'll need to match in gender, just like any other adjective. Anaranjado, that is orange. If you look inside this anaranjado, we have the word naranja, which is the Spanish word for orange, the fruit. So those two words are related. Azul is blue. To make that plural, you would add es, azules. Blanco or blanca is white. Gris is gray, and the plural, that would be grises. Marron is brown. When you make marron plural, you drop the accent from the O because adding that an additional syllable moves the natural stress to the O so we don't have to add an accent mark to it. Morado is purple. Negro is black. We have a couple more colors, but real quick, when you take your vocab quiz for this chapter, sorry, kitty cat butt, you're going to have an item from like a bedroom item and a color. So like the green curtains, and you'll have to come up with both words. So it'll be like las cortinas verdes. You're going to get 1 point for the curtains, 1 point for the green. And if they don't match in number and in gender, it's going to be a half a point off. Okay. Next up, we have rojo or roja. That's red. Rosado or rosada is pink, and verde is green. Okay, now we have some words to describe, just describing words. So we have bonito, which is pretty, feo, which is ugly, grande, which is large or big, importante, it's cognate, important, Mismo is same, like son del mismo color, they are the same color. Pequeño or pequeña, small or little. Propio or propia, that's own, like tengo mi propio dormitorio, I have my own bedroom. Okay, a la derecha de, to the right of. Okay, and then a la izquierda de, to the left of. Okay, so derecha, izquierda. Más que, and I'm adding this one into the vocab list. We've had it before, but this will help with our comparisons. This is more something than. Mejor que is better than. And then we have el or la mejor or los or las mejores. So if mejor que is better than, when we put our definite article with something, it becomes the most whatever. So el mejor would be the best. Like, este gato es el mejor. This cat is the best. I don't know if you can still see his face. Okay. Oh, there we go. Then we have menos que, and menos que is just the opposite of más que. It's less than or fewer than. Peor que is worse than. So just like peor que, or like mejor que was better than, to make it the worst, it's el or la peor, and then the plural los or las peores, the worst. La cosa is just a general word for thing. Para mí is for me, or in my opinion. This me does have an accent mark because it's like for me the person. It's not my. Me without the accent mark means my belongs to me with an accent mark. Para ti, for you, or in your opinion. La posesión is a possession. And then we have two new verbs, which are dormir and poder. So dormir is to sleep. These are both stem changing verbs. They're both O to UE stem changers. So whenever we conjugate them, we're going to change this O that's in our stem to a UE, but only inside our shoe. So duermo, duermes, duerme, dormimos, dormís, duermen. And then poder, it technically means to be able to, but we don't go around and be like, oh, am I able to go to the bathroom? You say, can I go to the bathroom? Okay, so poder generally will translate as can, but, and then it'll be followed by an infinitive. I can go, yo puedo ir, okay? So again, we have this stem change, so O to UE, so puedo, puedes, puede, podemos, podes, and pueden. Okay, you're going to have a vocab quiz over this vocab on Wednesday, March 9th, or if you're on a B day, that will be Thursday, I don't know why I said March, on Wednesday, December 9th, it's December. If you're a B day, it'll be on Thursday, December 10th. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Bye, kitty. Have a great day. Adios.